What's up, y'all? Again, I know this is dark, but I had to post this because it was too much to type in the chat, and good God, first of all, on Citizen Man's live stream on YouTube, we were talking about, the misguided information and how it's destroying people. And there was a comment that I had made regarding how white families tend to talk to their children more, tend to spend time with their children more. They like sharing family stories, things that happened back in the day. Their parents like talking to them about stuff like that. The Black community is too busy with themselves to do that. And PhaseOne had said that it was all by design. And then he brought up another comment that said, look at the liquor stores and stuff like that. I see the design. I see the design. I get it. Liquor stores are only in the hood. Got it. What you're talking about is outside of the home. What I'm talking about is inside of the home. Like Citizen Man said, they can set up the design all they want, but it's up to the person to make the right choice. Meaning it is up to that Black parent to stop just allowing the school to teach their kids. It's about talking to them outside of school and outside of what they see in school. No one said anything about the liquor stores, check cashing. No one said that. I see the design. I know that. But what I'm talking about is, as a mom, I choose to teach my son things that I know are not taught in school. And I see the design by the people. Again, I see it. But it does my son no justice if I sit here and keep my mouth shut, watching Love and Hip Hop, Millie rocking all the time. I can't do that. I have a child that depends on me. 1. 2, I accepted that responsibility the day that I laid down with my ex. I mean, come on, think about it. How many things did you find out about after you left school? Like, I think I was 26-ish at the time that I found out that white people were slaves before Black people were. Only they were indentured slaves. Like, they were able to go home and see their families, and they weren't sold and split up from their families. Stuff like that. I also have to help my son realize, as in my Martin Luther King video, that Martin Luther King didn't win this fight by himself. There were many white people. There were many Black people. Again, I'm not talking about the design. I'm talking about individual parents and what they do or don't do with their children, mainly Black. For example, financial planning. White people teach their kids, buy the house first, fill it later. Black people don't do that. They get an apartment and they fill it with the newest stuff, only to brag about, I got this, I got that, I got this. And it's all coming from Rent-A-Center. White people don't do that. They don't do it at all. I could tell you what white people do. I'm sure they wouldn't appreciate me spilling their secrets. I am so joking. I am joking. But that'll be in a totally different video. But I wanted to get that out there because that was just way too much to type, as you can see. But that's what I was talking about. I see the designs. Save-A-Lots are in the hood. I get it. Check cashing in the hood. Liquor stores in the hood. I get it. I see it. But what does that have to do with what the Black parents teach their Black children outside of school? White parents talk to their kids. Oh, what'd you learn today? We learned this, that, and the third. And oh, really? And what else? And all this. And they get into it. Black people, for whatever reason, y'all don't care. I do. I care. And when I ask my son questions like that, it's more or less of a pop quiz. And the reason I say that is because his teachers and I have a great line of communication. First of all, I am in a very, very conservative state, Texas. And I happen to live in a town where Trump's number one. Trump's number one. But anyway, and they help continue that. We have a good line of communication, so I know what they're being taught. And I can also add in my 2 cents of what I know. Now, should my son have any questions, I have a laptop. He has his own phone. I have my own phone. We sit down and we do research outside of school because I want my son to understand the whole picture, not just the background. I want him to see what's in the forefront. I want him to see what is in the periphery. I want him to see the whole picture. I know the school isn't teaching them everything. I get that. They weren't supposed to teach your kids everything. That's part of a parent's job. Why become a parent if you're not going to teach and love? So, PhaseOne court. That's why I said that. And again, it was like you still kept missing what I was saying. I see the design, but the design has nothing to do with what I do. Nothing. Again, is someone going to be a victim of the design? Or are they going to get out of the design and rise above it? That is the question. That separates, the haves and the have-nots. Should you say I was trying to think of something else, but I couldn't think of anything else. It's almost midnight. So, what else? I guess there really isn't anything else. But anyway, I love you guys forever. Mwah. MAGA 2020 Ugh. Deuces.